Coming up in this episode, man, the WNBA All-Star Weekend, man. Wow, it was an event. It's all because of those STUD-BUDS. The STUD-BUDS has exposed the WNBA for everything that we've already known. And the weekend was highlighted by everything but basketball. Public relations, people's business getting aired out. And last year, when the STUD-BUDS did their streaming, everybody didn't know what to expect. But this year, it got off the chain. And we're going to talk about it coming up right after this.
It's go time. Stand up. Simply ball dropping. Let go. Can't stop the man behind the mic, bring you the heat. The hottest podcast on these YouTube streets. Breaking all down as you already know. Sit back, relaxing and enjoy the show. Covering all the topics and the breaking news from the WNBA, NBA. Whatever we choose, NFL topics, we bring no receipts. Giving you facts over your feelings, even if you disagree. Can't stop the man behind the mic, running the show. Simply ball dropping, podcast you already know. Tell a friend to tell a friend as we set these trends. The hottest show on your screen, so let the discussion begin. Hit that subscribe and turn your notifications on and get on the wave, cause you are gonna want more. So drop a like and comment on the video. Okay, it's up in the building, so let's go.
Well, guys, shout out to the STUD-BUDS. And the STUD-BUDS over the All-Star Weekend, man, the STUD-BUDS, they exposed the WNBA for everything that we've already known. Now, the STUD-BUDS brought to light a lot of things that people have said about the WNBA Women's Basketball League. That majority of the league are part of the LGBTQ community. And it's unfortunate that a lot of people got exposed and probably didn't want to be exposed. The STUD-BUDS had their streaming going throughout All-Star Weekend. And a lot of people have been complaining about the WNBA players not taking All-Star Weekend seriously. The game, it seemed like a lot of the athletes showed up to the game inebriated, still hungover from the parties that they attended. And it was all captured by the STUD-BUDS. But this weekend was highlighted by certain scenes and episodes that went down. We saw the likes of Dejanay Carrington and Jackie Young get put on camera, and that relationship being put out in the public. And then that affected Dejanay Carrington's past relationship, her ex, and Alyssa Smith. And that was highlighted by Alyssa Smith getting kicked out of one of the parties. And then Dejanay Carrington putting Alyssa Smith on blast. And then in the midst of that, Dejanay Carrington outed Aaliyah Nye and Deja Kelly. Now, what if them two parties did not want to get put out in the limelight and put in the public like that? Because if my mind is serving me correctly, Deja Kelly has a boyfriend. Now she's been exposed. And this is what people say about the WNBA women. Majority of them are part of that community, or if they're not, they have dibble and dabble. And the STUD-BUDS brought everything to light. Cameras was rolling, drinks was flowing, people all up on each other. And it put Paige Beckers in a difficult situation in one of the parties where, she's taking her jacket off. You can tell she was inebriated. And if you're looking at somebody that you want to be the face of your league, that's not a good look. Also, you had the likes of Sanaya Rivers getting put out in the open and put on blast by Courtney Williams when Courtney Williams was talking about Marina Mabry's relationship, saying that, oh, you don't have a girlfriend. And, then Sanaya Rivers had to respond. So it's a lot of drama that's going on in the WNBA. And then the messy part about it is with Alyssa Smith, she's dating all her teammates allegedly from the Las Vegas Aces. That's not a good look. And then Gabby Williams got thrown in the situation because Courtney Williams is trying to make passes at her, and Gabby Williams ain't having none of it. I think Gabby Williams is engaged to some young lady on the New York Liberty because they both from, I think the young lady that she's engaged to, that she's in France. And they're both from, France, and I think they're engaged. Y'all do me a favor, man. Y'all drop a like, comment, subscribe on the video, man. But this is the problem that I've always had because the stereotype. Anytime you talk about the WNBA, people are going to reference the WNBA as everybody being a lesbian or a stud or as part of the LGBTQ community. And it puts a damper on the events that took place because the All-Star game was atrocious. It seemed like majority of them was feeling the after effect from the parties. And that's all because of what the STUD-BUDS had captured. Like, you had young rookies such as AZ Fudd getting thrown in the mix with the STUD-BUDS streaming, drinking Don Julio to the head, big bottles of Crown Royal, Hennessy. And these ladies are taking it to the head out the bottle. We saw Dejanay Carrington. She was pissy drunk, sloppy drunk. And I think that's how things started unfolding because you get that alcohol in your system, you get things flowing, you get the music going. And there was parts where Jackie Young was getting pissed off at Natasha Heidelman was basically, because I think she was trying to push up on Dejanay Carrington. And Jackie Young, and then Natasha Heidelman was like, cut the camera. I can cut the camera. I can mute the camera. So I don't know what happened in that instance, but the STUD-BUDS, man, they exposed the WNBA, and that's not a good look, man. These women, it's already a poorly ran league by Kathy Engelbert, and this don't make it no better. And you're trying to be, the faces of the WNBA, and you get put out there the way you got put out there. Don't mess up the church's money. Y'all got the money, but don't mess it up. Like, the STUD-BUDS put a lot of people on blast and put a lot of people's business out there. And a lot of people are upset about it. I've seen articles online about a family buying tickets and nobody showed up to the events on time. And, shout out to Caitlin Clark. They said that Caitlin Clark showed up on time. It was intentional for every event that she, had to attend, signing autographs, giving out sneakers and things like that and taking photos with the kids. But a situation like that, they said a lot of other athletes didn't show up. But the problem I have with that is if you're going to put Caitlin Clark's name in there, you can tell us who didn't show up and who you was disappointed about. This is not a good look, guys. This is just my personal opinion. I know a lot of people might have a different opinion. A lot of people might have a lot of different things to say about the situation, but this All-Star weekend, this was not a good look. I mean, outside of the 3-point contest of AZ Fudd doing what she had to do, the rest of the stuff was purely, trash to me. I didn't care for it. And then when everybody knowing from what happened last year with the STUD-BUDS, everybody was looking forward to the STUD-BUDS doing their 72 hours of streaming. And that's what it boiled down to. Everybody was clipping everything that the STUD-BUDS had put out there. I'm telling you, social media is cruel. They clipped everything and put it out there. They captured every moment that people are talking about right now. And that's down to Melissa Smith. And you see that caused a ripple down effect. Now Melissa Smith has to go on her Twitch and respond to accusations about the party and rumors of her dating. And then you got Dejanay Carrington firing off on X. And then you got Sanaya Rivers responding, coming out saying if she wanted her business out there, let her tell it. And then you got Gabby Williams saying what she had to say. So the STUD-BUDS, everybody likes them, but you got to be careful, because when them cameras are rolling and you got them drinks in you and drinks are flowing, everything's on the table. And a lot of relationships got exposed. You got certain women that might not get down like that, but you had a few that, the other side was trying to push up on them and make sly remarks. And, that's how it all starts. You get all these women in a room, you get these drinks, you get the music going, and you start whispering sweet nothings in your ear, and one thing will lead to another. And that's how it goes down. Because if you go back and look at some of the footage, Courtney Williams saying some things about Gabby Williams, like, that's the flirtatious vibe right there. But Gabby Williams was having none of that. And then I think, Natasha Heidelman, I don't know if she was actually trying to push up on Dejanay Carrington, but Jackie Young wasn't going for that. I mean, it's crazy. And Sanaya Rivers was pissed off because of Courtney Williams outed her in the whole Marina Mabry situation. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. But I just wanted to talk to y'all about that, man, because a lot of people got their own personal opinions, and it's been a lot of backlash. It's already difficult that Kathy Engelbert's not running the right ship, and the ship is sinking, and she's getting booed every time she makes a presentation. And just like the GOAT herself and Asia Wilson said, the only relationship they got is when she's handing out rewards, and that's not good. So I know everybody got their own opinion, man, but I just wanted to let y'all know how I felt about it. But hey, it is what it is, man. Y'all keep cheering for them STUD-BUDS, man. Y'all keep cheering for them STUD-BUDS, man. It is what it is, man. Y'all get down in the comment section.
I see everyone in the comment section, hashtag salute. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on your post notifications so you will know every time I drop a hot banger. Oh yeah, just in case I forgot, tell a friend to tell a friend. It might not be for you, but it might be for them. And that will wrap up another episode of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. I'm your host and the man behind the mic, K-Sap. Catch you on the next one. Deuces.